Evolution Megaknight in a nutshell. Megaknight will be the next and first legendary evolution coming to Clash Royale. It will be obtainable from some shop offers sometime during mid-season. You can use code Abdod if you want more videos. For stats, it's identical to the normal Megaknight, and it also is a one-cycle evolution since it's expensive. This dude has a funny gimmick, and his normal attack yeets 4 tiles back, which is enough range to allow him to jump back to them to yeet them again. This yeet mechanic looks like it's single target, but he still has his splash attack. He just yeets the main target and the rest of the troops get splashed without being yeeted. If the main target was a building, the yeet would not be transferred to another unit, but instead will be wasted. The yeeting is aimed toward the closest tower. Even if the target was behind the Megaknight, he will still yeet it towards the enemy tower. So if you think you slick trying to activate King with the miner, it ain't gonna work, little bro. When I say tower, I mean buildings don't count as they get ignored, but King Tower does count regardless of whether there are 2 crown towers up or not. The way I was able to test this is with a fisherman behind the crown tower. If I play him in the corner, he will get yeeted to the crown tower. If I play him closer to the king tower, he will be yeeted to the king tower instead, because it's closer. This means king tower activation should be significantly easier, as if you misplaced by a tile or so, the Megaknight will correct it for you. I believe this evolution will shine on defense, because against big pushes, he can just keep stalling them for a really long time. It's honestly very funny because I don't think they can do anything about it. I mean, they can cry, but it's not gonna help. He can even yeet them over the river, so keep that in mind because it's very helpful on defense against some beatdown pushes. Now normally, yeeting something up doesn't make it untargetable, so the crown tower would still focus on it. But with ranged cards that has lower range, you could yeet a tank out of range and have the ranged stuff retarget to, let's say, a graveyard. Also, being targetable mid-air means they can get damaged or targeted by spells as if they normally would. And if something dies mid-air, it would still spawn its death ability. Also, if his attack broke the cannon card's shield, it doesn't get yeeted, so that means the yeet is after the damage, which is good to know. I do want to note, abilities don't get cancelled with his yeet, so a Ram Rider can keep running even mid-air. Sparky would also charge its attack mid-air, and the Witch can spawn skeletons even when she is in the air. The only thing that resets is Mighty Miner only because he is thrown out of range, not because it actually resets it. When it comes to countering him, I'll have to say you're low-key out of luck because a knight can't do anything against it. A Dark Prince is also very useless and would do nearly nothing. Even a monk, which mind you is immune during his ability and even has pushback every 3 hits, still doesn't really stop him. Prince can charge mid-air, so he is a very easy and a reliable way to stop the Megaknight. My goat, the mini P.E.K.K.A, can also fully counter it, but it's very difficult to pull off, and if you fail, you probably go from 0 damage on tower to losing half of it. Usually, it is best to play your stuff behind him because he would have to do a normal attack twice before jumping on them, so typically that's better results for whatever troop you're playing. If you play your mini P.E.K.K.A in front of him, then the Megaknight will jump after only 1 punch, so your poor pancake boy would die quicker. But if you're using a troop that doesn't get knocked back by the Megaknight jump, it's better to play them in the front rather than in the back because the jump wouldn't interrupt their attack. Aside from that, using multiple troops works the best as they would stagger his movement and prevent him from getting to the tower. Like when you have 5 barbs around him, his attack speed isn't really fast enough to push all of them, so he ends up being stuck in a loop that would only end up in his death. You could also use ranged troops to burst him down so he dies before pushing your knight on tower and start splashing both of them. But for the love of God, keep them away from the tower or this will happen. And don't say I didn't warn you. You could still go easy mode and use air troops or kite him with something, or even play a building. Honestly, that works completely fine. My favorite counter to him is cannon cart as it's just very easy to pull off, reliable, and the fact it changes to a building messes up with his yeet gimmick. Or you can just this evolution is not even real, I swear to God. Who even came up with this idea? It's just like so wild, my dudes.